Hey everybody, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. It's day 3 of Veganuary.
Yay!
And I am fired up because I love comfort food. When it's winter time, we live in the Northeast. It gets quite cold. We're expecting snow sometime this week.
Ew.
This is my soup kitchen, the Jantasy soup kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
All vegan, all the time. So today I'm making one of my favorite soups. It's corn chowder.
Ooh.
We don't have it often enough, and I was thinking the other day when I was trying to figure out what recipes I wanted to make for Veganuary, I'm like, why don't I make corn chowder more? It's so easy. And let's face it, the biggest reason why people fail being vegan is because it's too hard to make recipes. That's silly because there's so many recipes that are so easy to make that can be ready so quickly. This is one of them. I usually make everything in the Instant Pot, but I always forget that not everybody in the world has an Instant Pot because I think, why wouldn't you? It just makes life so simple. It's like my #1 vegan appliance. But we're going to do it in the pot today. We're going to do it on top of the stove. I normally would do it in there, but I'm kind of glad that I'm doing it on the stove because you know how I love to make massive quantities of food.
Yes.
We eat massive quantities and we love leftovers. So in that spirit, take a look at this produce. This pepper is the size of my head. Is this like COVID peppers, like nobody was working and they just kept growing and growing and growing?
I don't think that's how that works.
But look at this. It's even bigger than the pepper. This is like 3 carrots in one.
That's a big carrot.
Yeah, so I'm not going to put 1 pepper in the info box when I put the measurements. This is like 2 peppers. This is like 3 carrots. The celery is normal size, sorry. But we're going to do this super simple today. We're going to use frozen corn. Obviously, you could use fresh corn, but we're out of season right now. So if you have any leftover from the summer that you cut off the cob, feel free to use that. You could also use canned. I tend not to use canned vegetables anymore because I feel like there's a lot more sodium in there and I don't want that in my diet. And I was going to use fresh potatoes, but then I have this bag of hash browns that's been sitting in the freezer that's basically just potatoes. So no oil in there. So it's going to go super fast. It's going to be a dump. Let me, sorry. Let me get my mise en place done and then we'll come back and start cooking. Alright, I've got most of the work done. I just chopped up everything. You know, every great soup or stew starts with a mirepoix, which is carrot, onion, and celery.
Beautiful.
And when you do your celery, don't throw out the leaves on the top because that provides a lot of flavor. So make sure you include that. Here's the giant pepper. This is like a whole gallon of cut up vegetables already. And we're also going to add some garlic.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Oh, if I can ever open this. I had so much trouble yesterday. I don't even cut it. I'm going to put in like 4, 5, 6. These are small. I like a lot of garlic. That's like 10 cloves of garlic. You know what? It's very healthy for you. It's antiviral. It's going to help fight off those winter colds. If God forbid you get sick, you're going to want to eat a lot of garlic because it's going to boost up your immune system. So, yes, thank you for drinking. So we're going to turn on the stove over here to medium-high. When I say medium-high, it's probably high for you guys because this is my hot burner. You can see I have different sized burners. This is the simmer. This is the one for like a wok. So this is probably like high. You could saute this in olive oil or even just water. It's going to develop the flavor further, but is it going to develop it enough for me to stand over the stove and like saute it for half an hour? No. not enough for my liking. So I'm just going to put in the water so that we're going to bring this up to the boil. And we're going to start to add in our seasonings. Very simple soup, simple flavors. I'm just going to put in some Orrington Farms bouillon powder. This is the veggie bouillon. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this, which is probably equal to, let's see, 2 teaspoons is 1 cup. So it's probably like 4-ish cups maybe of flavor. So like maybe 2 cubes of like the not chicken, or 2 teaspoons of the Better Than Bouillon. We're also going to add in some Old Bay to give it a little bit of a fishy-ish taste. Are we serving fish today?
Yes, we are.
We sure are. So that is like a tablespoon. You could add more later on if you feel like you want more of that. That smells so good. So we're going to bring this up to the boil. We're obviously going to add more water because this isn't enough. This is more of a stew than a soup. So it's going to be quite thick, but this is going to be too thick. We're going to have to add another 4 cups of water, but all of the measurements will be in the info box below. So let's get this boiling. Alright guys, so this has been boiling for about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. The vegetables that were in here already are starting to get tender. Then we need to start adding some other stuff. So I've got 4 bags of frozen corn here that I'm going to plop in there.
That's a lot of corn.
It is a lot of corn. Make sure you get it out of the corners of the bag too.
The corn.
The corners. Yeah. We're also going to put in our big bag of hash browns. This is a 30 ounce. So in the info box is
Oh my gosh,
the massive quantities. Feel free to half it or quarter the recipe. We're also going to add 1 can of coconut milk, full fat coconut milk. You could leave this out if you're like SOS free, but I want the whole experience here. So I'm doing 1 can of this, and then we're also going to add another 4 cups of water to this. We're going to bring this back up to the boil, then we're going to turn it down to simmer, and we're going to pop the lid on for at least 40 minutes. Alright, there is a beautiful bowl of corn chowder.
how gorgeous does that look?
This is how it went down, guys.
Give us the tea.
We simmered it for 40 minutes after it came up to the boil, after we added the rest of the stuff. You turned it off after 40 minutes.
I did.
It sat for what, about an hour?
Yeah, about an hour.
About an hour. And then we added some more Old Bay. We added another tablespoon of Old Bay. And I added a healthy dose of freshly cracked pepper. And I bowled it up and put some tortilla chips and
Just the crumbs.
just the crumbs. Why not? And some sliced up scallion, just
Nice.
to make it pretty.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. So
Why, thank
job
you.
well done.
This is one of those things that's even better the next day. Right
Yeah,
now
you
it's
can
a little
see
bit thin.
It's a little bit thin right now, but it will thicken up.
I have a feeling if you were to put in a bunch of tortilla chips, that would thicken it up a little bit too as they like
Yeah.
disintegrated. Cause
Well, I was also going to say you can blend this too.
you
if
could
want
blend it to make it super thick.
Yeah.
And like, you know, but I like it chunky.
Yeah, I like the chunks.
It's not that hot. You're not going to
Okay.
burn yourself.
I
'cause
was
it's
wondering.
sitting.
It's not a video if I don't burn myself.
Right. You could also drizzle some nice hot sauce on the top too. I think that. Oh no. Did you just burn the hell out of your mouth?
Oh my god.
It wasn't that hot when I tasted
really
it.
hot.
I don't mean to be.
Fire.
I don't mean to be laughing.
No, I know, but that was hilarious. But I'm also dying.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I didn't think it was that hot.
Every cavity that I know I have in my teeth right now.
Hello.
Wow, my tongue hurts.
I'm so sorry.
But it tastes great.
I'm so sorry.
I would totally, like, no lie, take another bite right now, but I am
You're
fearing
shredding?
for my
Your
mouth.
teeth?
Yeah, so I'm not going to, but that is delicious. I almost had to eject.
Oh my god.
It's
It's been sitting for an hour.
well, it's still hot.
So sorry.
Ow.
Oh my god.
But anyway,
Let it cool.
it is delicious. Yeah, make sure you let the I was gonna say the clam chowder, the corn chowder cool.
Yeah.
Before you try it. I'm gonna go die now. Thank you all so much for watching.
Go suck on an ice cube. Say no more. Subscribe for more. We'll be here all the month. And until tomorrow, much love.